Hi, I'm Jale, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Sagittarius for April 2020. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Stellium. If you identify as Sagittarius, if the title drew you in, this is probably going to be for you. As with all general readings, take what resonates and leave the rest. So we're going to start out with the Enchanted Lenormand Oracle cards here by Caitlin Matthews. Let's just see what comes in for you guys in April. There's something here about all the fun of the fair, so I don't know if you're deliberately trying to put yourself in an environment or around sort of people, situations that are good for you, like just fun, like playful energy. It's like I feel like you're trying to focus on that. We've got celebrations here. This is the bouquet, so something, I'm hearing reconciliation is coming. And then we've got the tree in reverse. Do you know what this reminds me of? It's like someone's seeing something from a different perspective. I don't know why, it looks like an eyeball. It just looks like an eyeball in the upside down reverse. It's like someone's finally acknowledging sense of self. Someone's finally acknowledging them in the entirety. It's like someone's revered. It's like someone's possibly went unnoticed and now isn't. But there's a celebration here of, it's a reunion of self. This is the reunion of the self and another. If you've previously been accused of people pleasing or trying to fit in, you're living of your own means. There's a lack of confusion. The confusion and uncertainty is being removed, and the block in communication, the block of expression, the block of self-expression is being removed. It's like, can you see the cloud is looking at the birds? In the upside, in the reverse side, this would be a communication misunderstanding. In this position, it's like you are clearly communicating your needs in a way that was always needed. You're seeing things for what they are, finally. You're seeing things for what they are, finally. We've got a heart in the reverse here. So the journey is also in the reverse. So it's like because you've met yourself, you can meet someone else now. It's like something wasn't working out before, something wasn't quite there, something wasn't quite tangible because there was a gap, and you bridged the gap with the self. So because you bridged the gap with the self, it's like you can now align using the heart center as intended. They're saying this was always needed. This was something that was always needed. You had to acknowledge yourself. Someone wasn't, I'll be honest with you, since this has all been paused at the moment, this whole social life thing, in some ways, not all, someone was about to make if you've been about to do something, change job, go somewhere, make a journey, make a trip, they had to recorrect you because that choice wasn't quite the right one. So your path, there's a path reconnection, and by having a path reconnection, you're then reconnecting with yourself and also aligning with your right path. This right path, this whole thing that's currently underway, that you're probably having to reevaluate certain things, it had to happen. It had to happen. There's no such thing as coincidences, and I'm sorry, I'm just zoned out. I just zoned out then. If you guys, I'm so sorry. Watch for the information you're getting. If you do that, someone that actually does that, but they're getting downloads. It's like they're getting insight when they're doing that. I'm just hearing all will be revealed. That's very close to the mouse. Something. I'm hearing a lucky turn of events. Don't count yourself out. A lucky turn of events. I'm hearing down but not out. Down but not out. Someone's trying to get to a counterpart here. Someone's trying to get to a counterpart. We've got mountains that someone's trying to work through to get to this person here. They're saying you don't need to. He's coming to you. The mountain. What's the saying? If Muhammad doesn't go to the mountain, then the mountain goes to Muhammad. We've got the male and the man in the reverse here. He's coming to you. I'm hearing. He's coming to you. Now, it might not be a physical. It will be a gesture though. It will be a gesture. I'm hearing gesture of goodwill. We've just pulled the fox and the fish. You can see something lucrative in this, but I don't know if you're going to believe. I don't know if you're going to believe that it's like, I don't know if you can believe your eyes. I feel like someone's going to approach you. He comes to you, or this person that you maybe have had to put things off with because of what's going on. And so maybe you had to kind of put a break on things and sort of do your own thing. They're coming back to you, and I think the offer, you're not going to believe your eyes, because we've got the fish with the tree that looked like an eyeball, and then we've got the fox with the bouquet. So I feel like you're going to sit and go, nah, and it's like the universe is saying, yeah, this is a yes. The universe says yes. This was just a matter of timing. This was always a matter of timing. The key always fit the lock. It was just the timing. I feel like there's a trust thing here. It wasn't just the timing. There was, sorry, if I went really quiet for more than like a minute, again, I'm getting sucked in. My guides are drawing me into this energy. And we've got Neptune conjunct Mercury at the moment, and I'm like all spaced out. I think you may have at some point, you might even when this person comes forward go, nah, this trust thing, like, nah, this is not going to work. This is not right. This can't be right. It is. Trust yourself. Excuse me. I feel like this has been a long journey. This is me not tired either. I'm channeling energy, and I feel like someone's probably gone for a bit of a long trek with this. Probably been quite a long journey. Someone didn't take their eyes off the prize. Someone didn't take their eyes off the prize. This is like legacy as well. This is like I mean, this could be a parent. Maybe a parental figure got involved. Maybe there was a karmic and they've had a child with a karmic and that got involved and drawn out. There could have been a protective instinct that was holding this person into the current another situation, which is why they couldn't come to you. We've got that anchor there. Wait a minute. I've just realised this is someone holding an anchor down. Someone was trapped under. Someone was really trapped under a responsibility that they were trapped. And I'm just hearing they're not anymore. But this person was. I feel like this person was actually trapped. Can you see on that, where underneath that anchor, there's like a person? I've never noticed that before, and it just looks like this person's just kind of there, and it's like they can't really do a lot. The Tower in the reverse. Someone is trying not to allow things to kind of fall apart. I'm just hearing they can't afford to. Someone's trying. It's like they're trying to do this in an amicable way. That was what they were. That was their plan. But it was like someone didn't allow them to do it in an amicable way. It's like it's the universe that stepped in. The universe says yes, so the universe stepped in. So whereas before there was a block, the universe is now coming towards the situation to give just rewards, the just desserts. Yeah, look, the loss is no more. We've got the mice in reverse. So what was a loss, or was, you know, a mourning, maybe a sort of departure or a loss or a disconnect or a walking away, the universe has conspired. The universe has conspired. Look, healing. It was written in the stars, but there was some kind of block. I feel like sort of saying someone broke the universe. Because I want to say it was written in the stars, but I don't know. They're saying it was written in the stars, but someone wasn't paying attention, and so they had to intervene. Wow. The diviner and the woman. This was predicted. It's like a prophecy. The diviner and the woman. It was like a prophecy. Bottom of the deck, house. I'm hearing the song Kiss. Is it Kiss by a Rose? Kiss from a Rose by Seal. Yeah. They've had to. Someone was previously running away from acknowledging something. They couldn't run away from it. They had to acknowledge it. They were going in circles at one point, but they've had to acknowledge it. Or they will in this month, and it's like they're coming towards you. We've got the child that's flipped onto the diviner. It's like, let me just put a card here. Someone couldn't see a longevity or a long anything with the current partner. It's like there was a karmic situation that I feel someone wasn't wanting to let go of, and the universe conspired against them to let go of it, so that they can pause to reflect and then come towards you. Yeah, look, it's like they've understood where their loyalty lies, and it's not where they thought it was. It wasn't what they thought it was. Yeah, look, the illusion was cut. The illusion and the secrecy behind it, the kind of clouded vision, the judgment, that's going. That's going. They're saying it's gone. It's gone. They can see what's in front of them now. And it's not being, something was manipulated as well. It's like whatever they were looking at wasn't, they weren't It's like, you know, one of those obscurers, what are they called? You look through it and it makes the lens wide, and then when you sort of reverse it, it makes everything small. Something was being obscured from them, and it's being removed this month, and I'm just hearing now is the time. The sun. There's something about the sun that has transitioned through Chiron and through Lilith, and I think because it's in Aries at the moment. What about the sun, Spirit? The sun is growth. It's sustenance. It's acknowledgement. It's an enlightened energy, isn't it? It's being able to physically shine and be seen. Something that was previously not acknowledged is being acknowledged, because we've got the garden in reverse, we've got the broom in reverse, and the sun. Something it's being shone in its light. There was nowhere to hide. It was always gonna. Yeah, look. So this flipped out, which is the maze. It's like kind of confusion, bit of that kind of sort of trying to work out your working out your direction and trying to understand where you are and where you need to be. And then underneath that was the book. It was like there was a confusion. Someone was a bit lost. And I'm hearing, but now they're found. They found themselves. They managed to find themselves. I think maybe even with you finding yourself, maybe because of that, they've now found themselves. I'm shuffling the last 5 cards. Communication is coming. Communication is coming to tell you exactly what it is they want, which as a ring, I think you can read between the lines. They want to show you as well. They actually physically want to show you this. It's not just a word. This is an acknowledgement as well. It's like an acknowledgement of what has been. Last card. Acknowledgement. You're getting your acknowledgement that you finally wanted. Sorry, I'm just picking up all the cards, and they're just trying to explain to me about. I'm just seeing someone sweeping things away. Right, let's see. Let's pull. What tarot are we going to go with here? What are we going to go with here? I'm going to go with the Wisdom of Avalon. Pulling the Wisdom of Avalon. Let's see, Spirit, what can you tell us here for Sagittarius for the month of April 2020? What can you tell us, please? Sagittarius for the month. Okay, so first of all, we've got the High Priestess here. This is discernment, don't know what that word says. Prescience, prophecy and vision. The prophecy is about to complete itself. The universe says yes. She has transmuted what is needing to be transmuted. And there's like a concoction of energy. She's surrendered. She finally understands it. It's like you've changed things that, you know, you've changed things up now, and you're finally understanding what that means and how that works. We've also got the wind fairy and the earth fairy. Thoughts, words, intellectual analysis, and physical health grounding foundations. Now, obviously, as an as a fire sign, the one thing we haven't got is water, which is the emotions. Because you're a fire, obviously being a fire sign. Yeah, there's a balance here that's because that would be, it would be house sort of 1, 5 and 9, and this would be house 2, 2, 3, 8, 6, 11. There's something missing. I feel like you're, how do I want to read this? Let me pull some tarot cards. Spirit, what is the earth fairy with the wind fairy for Sagittarius for April? I'm just hearing alignment. Alignment. What is the earth fairy with the wind fairy? Justice. This is air. Balance. This is total balance. So it's grounding. This is very, yeah, this is, it's like you're resonating at a different frequency. You're resonating, it's like you're going for an upgrade. What is the High Priestess? There's an offering here. There's an offering here. 6 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. You're learning something. You're recreating a balance within your own foundations, and you've learned a lesson. You're finally honouring yourself. What is the High Priestess? Yeah, the Tower again. It's like this whole universal kind of change and shift. It needed to happen. Again, it's the prophecy. It was something that was always going to be, the future that was having to be written. What else can you tell me, please, about Sagittarius for April? What else can you tell me? You're going to... If I was you, on the full moon, which is the 6th of April, I would be tapping in, because I feel like they're getting you ready for something. But you have to be in the right energy. Joy. Joy. Again, you've got a trail here that's leading the way. It's like they're showing you, they're giving you glimpses of what your future joy is. But again, it is just stay in that energy. Again, sort of surrender with that earth and air energy. Sort of the earth is grounded, and the air is that kind of, you know, receiving that information, that kind of from the ethers, you know, sort of downloading that information from 5D, but just make sure you're grounded with it. Because put it this way, obviously if we stay too much in the air, it's like, you know, we need to kind of ground as well. We need to balance that out. But you've got the king here, man, authority, male sexual energy, things pertaining to law, justice. So you've had justice twice. So if you feel like you've been, like the universe has been saying no, 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 then the universe is now saying yes. We've got the ground knight on the back of the deck, which says romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. Again, this is about prophecy and about setting the stage. And then again, bottom of that, we've got movement. Again, we've got sort of that Aquarius energy here. Water. This is now water. So we've had earth, we've had wind, and we have had water. What else can you tell us, please? What else can you tell us, please, for Sagittarius for April? What's happening? Sagittarius. And this is you. This is your fire energy, strength and power. It's like you're just coming into your own. It was time. It was always time. You're coming into your own. It's like the acknowledgements that are coming to you. Yeah, look, I feel like you're sort of stepping out of this novice energy, innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice, unstable curiosity. It's like you're, I'm hearing seasoned, but you're becoming seasoned. You know, it's like you know better. You know better now. You know better. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what we're going to read from next. What do you want me to go to, Spirit? They want me to go with Earth Magic. Okay. Okay, so what can you tell me, please, for Sagittarius for April 2020? What can you tell me, please, for Sagittarius? April 2020. You guys have got a lot going on here. You've got a celebration that's on hand. This is literally, they're just saying it's here. It's here. It's already here. And autumnal equinox, which would have been around September the 29th, says release. So either something was released around that date and then you're now seeing the benefits of that, or there's something else coming to you in the coming 29th of September. It could be that you're gaining news around April, but then there's an actual meeting of, you know, you and something, or a kind of, it reaches ahead on autumnal equinox, which is 29th of September. Either it has been or it will be. Sagittarius, please. Yeah, green man synergy. It's like you've finally released something that helped you transition to this point. Whatever you've been doing around the March period, it kind of transmuted into your power, and the universe finally kind of gave you the green light. It's like, I'm hearing they wanted to make you see. So maybe you didn't acknowledge your worth, or maybe you didn't see how your worth or something, but it's like they wanted to make you see. Yeah. So maybe by you nurturing yourself, this then became something that was reflected back at you. So because you acknowledged you and you did what you wanted to do, that was then returned. There was a transmutation of the whole process. Yeah, look, because you got in contact with what you felt was your passion, you ignited your own flames. You ignited your own flames. You found yourself. We've got the vision quest here. You found yourself. You found your how to transmute energy and how to work it in your favour. And you did it independently. You went into your cave, maybe from August, maybe sort of from September time. This was something that you had to work hard for, and you're now starting to see the fruits of your labour. Look, lotus flower unfoldment, which is, I mean, this is testimony to how much you've gone through. That came out in line with the dance card. So this is just a reflection of now what the celebration is and where you've come from. But also we've got new moon promise, which is an emotional promise. Now the new moon was, I think, the 24th of March, which means you may see sort of around the 6th of April, because that's when the full moon is, some kind of insight into sort of where this is all going. But I want you to look as well around the 22nd of April, because that's Earth Day. So maybe you've been up until very recently alone and felt alone, and you were sort of trying to navigate through this, and finally you get to celebrate. Finally you get to celebrate. We've got the promise there as well. You receive, yes, the universe says yes. Finally the universe says yes. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. We're going to go and use the tarot. Let's see what else they're going to tell us here. Let's have a look. Sagittarius spirit. What can you tell us, please? What else can you tell us, please? Sagittarius, please, for April 2020. The universe conspired. The universe conspired here. They put all the moving parts together for your wish. For your wish. This is reward. This is like your reward is being given. You're no longer having, because you found your light, you found your inner wisdom, you found your inner light, you could understand, you understood where it was leading you. I'm hearing you took advantage of that. You channeled your fire energy, and it essentially attracted that energy back to you. But your counterpart, you attracted your counterpart back. Someone may have been in a cycle of staying with a karmic partner here and not really, just keeping going back and not really acknowledging your connection because they were too distracted, as I said before. But no, that's, as I mentioned earlier, that's coming to a close. They're choosing, the universe said yes. The universe says yes. It's like whatever you try and manifest like mad this month. Because it's like victory. Someone's mind is finally playing ball with them. It's like they finally understood what this was all about. Maybe they didn't see it before, or maybe they didn't understand, but they do. They do now, Judgment, the decision was made. They know, they're coming back towards you, it's done. It's like they heard the call. They heard the sort of, again, it's like I physically can hear something was echoing them. It was like this kind of pull. Yeah. The sun. They wanted their nourishment and their enriching kind of experience that it just wasn't given. In the situation they were in, it just wasn't given. It wasn't happening. It was, they want give and take. They want equal give and take. They want an equal match. They want the world. And so the universe grants it. The universe grants what both want. Finally, some smoother, calmer waters are coming. I'm hearing smooth sailing. Finally, some smooth sailing. Yeah, look. After a bit of time waiting, 7 of Pentacles, finally, they come clean. They admit the feelings. The feelings are there. They want to show you. They want to tell you. Right, let's see. Let's pull some. Let's go with some. Let's go with the Romance Angels for outcomes. And then we'll pull some more Oracle cards. Right, so September, not September. I keep saying September. Something might have been really significant around the September period about all this. And it's like maybe this was coming to a climax around September last year. And then there's something happening again in September this year. Sagittarius for April. Sagittarius for April, please. Sagittarius. April 2020 outcome. Sagittarius. We've got past life relationship. You have known each other before. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold manually. And pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. If you feel, don't forget this is also a test. If you feel like you're given clues early parts of April and then nothing materializes from it, don't be surprised if they're doing that just to see if you get angry. They want to see that you are not just doing things because you think it's going to serve a purpose or it's going to create what you want. You're doing it because you know you need to do it. It's like, don't try and fool the universe that you're ahead of what you are and you're just thinking, well, they're going to watch me doing this, so I'm going to just pretend that everything's okay. Because they're saying that's not going to work. If they give you a clue that this person's coming towards you early April and then you make a false start or make a false move that is not honouring you and or them and the situation, then they'll move it back. Just an FYI. Don't assume just because I've told you this is happening in April. Because don't forget, we have to use discernment as well. If you're given these kind of clues that actually this person's coming back and then maybe everything that you'd learned over the last couple of months you let slip, and you don't focus on yourself and you don't tune into your passion, Spirit are not going to give, they're not going to just sit there and go, well, you tried and now obviously we're going to give you what you want. But you know, because don't forget the beginning part of this was because you looked after you sparked a passion in yourself that led you home, and so therefore your counterpart then also was led home and then acknowledged you and therefore wants to come back towards you. Let's say they do that and then everything falls by the wayside and you don't focus on yourself and you're just so focused on them. They are not going to like that. And I'm just going to give you an FYI, because it doesn't mean to let go of everything you've learned. Just sustain what you've learned, because it's just as important. They're saying if not more important. Outcome for Sagittarius, please. Yeah, and more importantly, trust the universe. It says the situation is calling for you to have faith. The cherub is again wanting to give you that, but you have to trust, and you have to trust in you have to trust in them. Right, let's do the Archangel Oracle card. Let's pull a few from here. Sagittarius outcomes, month of April 2020. Sagittarius outcomes, please, for the month of April 2020. What is the outcome? The universe says yes. What do you say? Wow, that's quite a few cards. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. This is Archangel Metatron, the universal grid that's working in line with what your upgrades are. Again, don't forget, if you're aligning with the self and you're coming back to you and then calling in your counterpart, there is an upgrade here that is involved. overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you and you're surmounting any previous challenges. Amazing. Wow. Wow. That's like a phoenix. Someone is about to transition. They've come over the mountain and it's like they're ascending. Archangel Jeremiah, that's an amazing energy. Clairsentience, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Archangel Raguel. Clairsentience, so it's again, it's that heart center. You've realigned with yourself. You've realigned with yourself. They're saying one more card. Final card, please. Sagittarius. April 2020 outcome, please. Final card. Might be one or two more, they say. What else? What can you tell us, please, Sagittarius? I'm trying to read it on the other side of the room. Okay. This is interesting. And the final card is peace. Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And you've got the dove there that's being released. This is, again, it's like an offering of hope as a promise. You have to, you don't have to do anything, but by living to your own true means, by living to your truth, you're showing spirit that you're willing, and then because you're showing them that you're willing, you're getting that peace in return, because you've got peace in your heart, and there's a path that you've now walked onto that they're showing willing back. It's like the trust is being built. The universe says yes because you've shown that you are capable and that you can do the work, and so they're rewarding you for all your past efforts, and by that kind of interaction that they're kind of giving back, it gives a peace. It's like there's a truth in the connection that you have with the universe that is real, and it is not a sort of a temporary thing. It's an ongoing, very, very kind of honest interaction. And so it's like your journey on this stage is done, and you're about to transition into something new with the lessons you've learned, but they're rewarding you for that. The universe says yes. Okay guys, that was your reading for Sagittarius for the month of April 2020. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. All your likes, shares and subscriptions means a massive amount to me. Thank you so much. Information is in the description box if you would like a reading, personal information, you know, for healing. If you want any sort of healing done, let me know. We do have a Facebook spiritual support group in there. It's peer-led, so you know we help, and then you would help, and whenever people are ready to help, step in and obviously give us a hand, and then when you want some help, just let us know and someone will help. Lives are starting up on my channel. If you haven't already seen the lives, probably around the evening times between maybe 7 and 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. This is going to be on here, Instagram and possibly Facebook. I'm going to alternate them, I think. Haven't decided yet, but just keep an eye out. I will be posting updates on my social media. And yeah, take care. Have a wonderful April. Until next time.